going on, guys? It is time for another Q&A. I really suck at Q&As. Like, I made a post I was doing a Q&A like 3 weeks ago, and I'm just now getting around to filming it. I can't even talk. My life's a mess.
It's fine.
I got a lot of good questions, so I'm really excited. I think this is like my 5th or 6th Q&A. So let's get started with the questions. I'm gonna try to answer everyone's. I don't want to make this too boring and too long, so if I missed your question, I am so sorry, and I will be doing more Q&As in the future, so keep asking and it shall get answered. First question is, who is your biggest fitness inspiration? So it's really hard for me to pick just one person because I look up to so many amazing women in the fitness industry that are like my idols and like where I want to be with my journey and my business and all of that. So I think someone who has always really stuck out to me is Lauren Drain Fit. I don't know if you guys know of her, but I really like her because she came from a really hard situation in her life, and she kind of used fitness to get past that. And I think I like that about her because it kind of reminds me of my journey and like losing my best friend in a car accident and then learning to love myself again. I really like her and admire her for that, and I feel like she's come a really long way, and she's always very like determined in the gym, and I really respect that. And I think I also really look up to Buff Bunny because she is like a businesswoman. She owns her own clothing line. So I think I look at Lauren Drain Fit more for like the fitness side for my inspiration. So I guess that was the question, but also like the business side, I really look up to Buff Bunny because I feel like she does it different. She doesn't just want to be sponsored by companies. She wants to go out and make it happen for herself and stand out and be different. So those two girls I definitely love. There's a bunch of other women that I look up to, but if I'm gonna keep it short, those are the two that I really like. What is your favorite snack ever? And I would say I honestly don't snack that much. I don't know why. I'm more like a meal person. But if I were to say my favorite snack, I really like popcorn. I really like the Smart Pop white cheddar popcorn. It's like one of my favorites. I really like chocolate chip cookies. I know that's a dessert, but that is like my all-time favorite dessert. Like that's something that I can't say no to. I will probably eat like 12 cookies in one night, and I'll be like, it's okay, I don't care, I'll do it. I will do extra cardio for those chocolate chip cookies. Did you go to college? If so, where and for what? I did go to college. Like a community college. I think I'm still gonna go back. I've done like semesters here and there. So most recently I was in college last semester online, and I was studying kinesiology and I was studying nutrition. I think I do eventually want to get my degree in that. I don't know, I feel like more knowledge is always better, and I want to learn more about like the nutrition side, and I do want to learn more about like kinesiology and like the way your body works, something fitness related, because that's where my passion is. Next question, I really like this one. It says, what has been your highest point in your journey and the lowest, and what did you learn from both those experiences? So highest point in my journey, I think was around last year. Around like December, I posted a transformation photo that went viral, and I went from 3,000 followers to like 10,000 in like a month. And not that it's about followers, but I remember that excitement of feeling like, oh my god, like I can really get my story out there, and I can really share this with people, like this could really happen for me. And I think that's kind of when it started like resonating with me that I was going to be able to do this, like I was able to go for it. And that's all I wanted to do from the very beginning, was just to kind of like share my story and share my journey of like obviously being overweight and like unhealthy with yourself and losing someone so special to you, and then being able to turn that pain into something good, and be able to help people and be able to find yourself and love yourself in the what am I trying to say, in the midst of all of that. I think my lowest point in my journey would definitely be at the beginning. I think I had, if you guys don't know my story, I basically went into the doctor in September 2015. They told me that I had really thick blood and a low white blood cell count, and that I needed to start logging what I was eating, I needed to start meditating, and basically I was very unhealthy, to cut a long story short. And I think the lowest part of my journey was when I started realizing that it was going to be really hard, and I was going to have to work really hard, and I wasn't just going to lose the weight in a week or even a year. Like, it was going to be a long time. And I remember one specific moment that I felt really low was I went on a run around my block, and I remember thinking like, oh, this run will be a piece of cake. Like I was joking with Cody, like, oh, I can do it, I got it. And I haven't ran in like a year or maybe longer. Like I hadn't worked out at all, and I was really overweight. And so I remember like that feeling of like trying to run, and it's like I couldn't breathe, and it's almost like I was too heavy to pick myself up, if that makes sense. Like I just remember thinking to myself like, damn, I let myself go that bad, and I didn't care about my body and my health and me at all. And I think that was the lowest part for me. And the next part of their question was, what did I learn from both experiences? And I think both experiences, I just, like, my highest moment when I was getting all these people finding out about me was like, I don't know, learning that I am enough and my story is special, and I can help people, and I can do this, and I can make a career out of this. And I think that's what I really learned from the high part. And then the low part, I learned that it was enough, and it was time to do better and to better myself. And I think that moment was when I realized, like, I will never look this way again. I will never do this to myself again, and I am just gonna keep going, and I'm never gonna quit. So someone said, who is your favorite YouTuber/ers? I need to stop crying first. My favorite YouTuber, hands down, is Nikki Blackketter. I love her. I think she is hilarious. I have to watch like every single video that she puts out. I don't know, I just feel like I really relate with her because I like how she lives a fitness lifestyle, but she doesn't try to act perfect. Like she just like lays it out there for you, and I really like that. And I really like Whitney Simmons' videos. I recently started watching her, and I usually watch like vlog style videos, but hers I really like because I think she puts a lot of time into her videos. I definitely take a lot of tips, aka I'm on my bed. If you've ever seen her videos, she's always filming in her room. And so I like to take those tips from both of those women, like Nikki Blackketter, kind of showing it how it really is. And then I also like Whitney Simmons, showing her personality and who she really is. So I like to take both of their knowledge and apply it to my channel. How long have you and Cody been together? So we've been together since I met him when I was like 15, and we have been dating ever since we were like 17 years old, and we are going to be 24 now, so it's been a while. So that's how long we've been together. It's been a long time. It's a pain in the butt. Just kidding. He's in another room, so you could probably hear me, but no, it's good. We have a great relationship, and I'm really lucky. So I know a lot of people can't like stay together with people, or you grow apart, and that's never really happened. We kind of like grew together, and I think I don't know how, honestly. You just gotta be friends, I think, first and foremost, and I think that's why we've been able to have such a successful relationship because of that. All right, this question is, I hate squats. I have a lot of junk in my trunk, but it definitely needs to be lifted. What are other great exercises other than squats? So I feel you there. I've always had like a bigger butt, but I agree with you, like, especially when I gained a lot of weight, like my butt was like big, but it wasn't toned, and I didn't want to lift it, and I think I'm still at that stage right now. I don't necessarily want my glutes to get bigger, but I do kind of want to like shape them and lift them. So a few workouts that I love personally for that is lunges. As much as they suck, I really like doing lunges. If you do focus on like deeper lunges, it does work your glutes and your hamstrings, so I've been focusing on that, and I really noticed a huge difference. Bulgarian split squats are one of my favorites for kind of like lifting the booty. You could try glute bridges, hip thrusts. What other ones was I gonna say? Oh, glute kickbacks. I really like those. You can do them on a cable machine. Some gyms actually have the glute kickback machine. So if you want to give those a try, because I'm still sore and I did them like 3 days ago. Okay, this one's a really good question. So this question is, how do you fix muscle imbalances? I think that's what you call it, but I have noticed when I flex my shoulders that my right is much bigger than my left. I am a righty and my right side is a lot stronger. I have been incorporating single arm work on shoulder day. Do you think that will help? So with muscle imbalances, I have noticed actually in myself that one bicep is bigger than the other, and I just noticed it recently. But I think what you're doing is great. I think that incorporating like isolated movements, aka single arm movements, is wonderful for that. So what I would suggest, what I've kind of been doing, is definitely keep up your single arm movements. It's gonna take a while till you actually like notice that they're equal, I guess you could say, or that they're not imbalanced anymore, because obviously muscle takes forever to grow, which sucks, but it does take a long time. My biggest tips would be to stay patient and make sure that you are doing the exact amount of reps on each arm, the exact amount of weight. So say for example, you're gonna do, I don't know, like bicep curls, and you're gonna alternate them. Make sure if you're gonna alternate your biceps, so if you're gonna go like 1, 2, 3, 4, make sure you're gonna go to an even number. So you don't wanna do 15 because that doesn't make any sense. You're gonna do uneven on one arm. So what I like to do is, say I'm doing bicep curls, I'll do like 24 of them. So you're doing 12 on each arm. Just stay patient again, because it's gonna take a while, and I know it can be frustrating, but you will get it. I promise, if you keep working hard, it will happen for you, and you'll be able to fix that. So again, same weight, same number of reps on each arm, and keep doing those single arm movements and stay patient. All right guys, I think that's gonna conclude this Q&A. So if your question was not answered, again, I will be doing more Q&As, so be on the lookout on my Instagram. That's usually where I post them. And that's all I have. So hope you guys like this one. If you like Q&As and you want to see some more, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.